or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we've got some new cards that have gone and been revealed from Stellar Crown. And these are quite important cards. One of them is more important than the others, and that is this new Bulbasaur. Now, there's a couple of different ways to look at this new Bulbasaur. One way to look at it is, the artwork's lovely, that's cool. Another way to look at it is, Wassy was right, good work, Wassy. And a better way than all of those to look at it is, okay, we've been waiting for this card. We thought it was going to come. We hoped it was going to come. It has now been officially confirmed. And that is frankly a pretty big deal. Big enough that I'm making a video, and it's the lead in the video. So what we've got here is a card that originally came around in the Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise EX decks over in Japan. And this was all super confusing for a long time, right? Because that deck went and brought us 3 new illustration rares, except one of them wasn't actually new. One of them was a Charmander that we actually got in Obsidian Flames. It was our Obsidian Flames Elite Trainer Box promo. At the time, we went, hang on a second, this is a bit weird. We haven't even seen this card in Japan yet. What's going on? And then it came around in this product, which made perfect sense. But then that confused us even more because, well, hang on a second. Where are the other two? Where are the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur? Why don't we have them? And the Charmander being released as an Elite Trainer Box promo was doubly weird because it's not like we're going to get the Squirtle and the Blastoise as extra Elite Trainer Box promos or anything like that. It was super duper weird and it honestly didn't make a huge amount of sense. But you see, it then kept going because then we'd have other products revealed in other territories, which had these promos in, but we weren't getting them. And we kept seeing these cards pop up in random products all over the place, and we didn't get them. And it was honestly starting to just be a little bit weird that they were popping up kind of like everywhere at this stage, and we just weren't getting them. And it was so bizarre and so weird. Like Hong Kong and Taiwan got these blisters. I mean, they were revealed in January. It's July now. Back in January, these blisters were revealed in Taiwan and Hong Kong with these alternate art promos, and for what it's worth, actually the alternate art EXs from that set as well. And we're looking at things like this being revealed, and we're just sitting there being like, what's going on? Where are ours? And oh my word, did we have to wait. Like I say, we had Obsidian Flames Charmander, that was Scarlet and Violet 3. We are now 4 sets. 1 year later, we are finally getting the other 2. Now, the Squirtle, like I say, was officially revealed in Italian a few weeks ago. I shared it at the time. That was a pretty big deal. But now we're going and actually seeing that we're getting the Bulbasaur as well. And this is lovely. It does actually answer, there was 1 illustration rare missing from Stellar Crown, which, as I've told you a couple of times, was going to be Bulbasaur. I never thought we weren't getting the Bulbasaur. Like, in my head, the Bulbasaur was confirmed, and I've mentioned that in videos. But there's a very big difference between, I'm sure it's coming, I'm convinced it's coming, I don't need to see any more, I'm sure it's coming, and then actually seeing it be confirmed. Like, that's not the same thing. So having this confirmed is awesome. As for the card, is it exciting? Not really. It's a 70 HP Bulbasaur that for 2 energy does 20 and heals 20. And it's not like we got a good Venusaur running around at the moment where we're going, mate, I'll just play that with a Venusaur, it'll be lit. No. Venusaur's not good. Right now we got Charizard. Charizard is good. This Bulbasaur, really not needed. But the artwork is so beautiful here. And now I picked up this set in Japan, obviously. I pick up all the sealed products from Japan because I'm a massive Pokemon TCG nerd. Actually pre-ordered it. Forgot I'd pre-ordered it. Bought it when it came out. 2 arrived in the post. And then I just went and sold one to somebody at the exact cost and made no money off it because I didn't want to, because it was such a cool set. I wanted to help someone else get hold of it. But it was such a cool product, and for a long time now, we've just been sitting here being like, mate, that Squirtle and Bulbasaur, when are we getting it? I have had a lot of messages from you guys being like, Wossy, I just found this the other day. These are really cool. Have we had these yet? When are we getting them? Any ideas? And I've been sitting here for literally months going, no idea. At this stage, they'll probably be put into a set, but you never know, they might end up as promos. As soon as we know, I'll make a video on it. Well, as soon as we knew about the Squirtle, I made a video. Now we know about the Bulbasaur, I've made a video. But you know what else has gone and been revealed? Orthworm EX. It's Orphin time. I didn't make that up. That was literally what they put on the reveal. But I'm glad it's Orphin time, because I like Orthworm. Is it good? I don't know, probably not. But I love it, and you better believe I'm going to be testing it. Now, what we got here is 220 HP basic Pokemon. That's pretty cool. And we've got an attack for 4 colorless energy, 150 defending Pokemon can't retreat. As a side note, bear this in mind. Any Pokemon which attacks for all colorless energy as a basic has potential utility in the future. Like, if there's a really good 300 HP Pokemon that's weak to metal, for instance, then a deck like Baxcalibur decks, for argument's sake, these water decks might be looking at this going, it's expensive, but Baxcalibur can accelerate as much energy as I like during the turn, so that's not really such an issue. And this lets me hit 300 damage for 4 energy, whereas Chen Pao hits 240 for 4 energy, or 2 energy on it, 4 energy discarded. And actually, because of weakness, it turns into a fairly efficient attacker. So I'm not saying this attack is great, but I am saying that because it's a basic Pokemon that attacks for all colorless energy, there is absolutely a possibility that this gets teched into some deck in the future that can accelerate as much energy as they like because it hits weakness, and 4 energy 300 actually becomes a decent attack. But the main reason I like Orthworm is for the ability, which says that when it's damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. I actually really like this. I think this is awesome. Because in terms of accelerating metal energy, I know Metang isn't perfect, but Metang's decent. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and attach any energy you find there. It's not amazing, but it's pretty cool. It means you'll get energy on there. And, you know, minimum if you're attacking should be 80, but it could be a lot more than that. And then the 150 starts looking a lot better because they're taking 80 damage or more when they attack into you. And then it becomes really, really fun. And here, in terms of A-Spec, you need to find an A-Spec which is going to give you survivability. You need to make sure you are surviving for a turn, so that you can essentially get 2 uses of this. Giant Cape will do the trick, hopefully. Gives you an extra 100 HP, puts you up to 320. I don't love it, but it's an option. But this is a card, and I don't say this very often, alright? But just this once, I'm going to tell you, I love Survival Brace here. Survival Brace says that if you've got full HP, then you don't get one-hit KO. Now, your opponent can try and kind of, poke you and then KO, and that's annoying. But there aren't that many decks that can poke and KO in the same turn. So, I really like the idea of whacking Survival Brace on, guaranteeing that your opponent takes a bunch of damage, and then having at least one more turn for it. I'm just saying, this one looks really, really cool. We knew it was going to be in the set because it was in Stellar Miracle, and I don't think it's going to be a game-breaking card, although, like I've said, it works as a tech for the attack, and it could be a fun deck for the ability, so keep an eye on it. It could be cool. But I think the Bulbasaur here, this Bulbasaur, it's so good. And again, yeah, I know we all kind of predicted it was coming, and I certainly told you guys several times, but there is a whacking great difference between I'm pretty sure it's coming and, oh look, here's an official reveal. But we've seen all that now, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these cards, tell me how excited you are for the Bulbasaur, go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And of course, get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely William Shaw, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.